money. Money making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Money making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Money making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Money making good, my money need a loan.
Yo. What's going on? What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Coach Ricks. This is Coach's Talk, man, where we discuss all things OU related, college football related, all things in between. Before we get started, please hit that like button, hit that red subscribe button, man. Ring the bell, man, so you won't miss any content that we got going forward. Yep, man, that Sooner Magic, it lives on. That Sooner Magic, man, lives on, boy. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I was saying to myself, Bishop, man, hey, they just too young. and look, I turned it off because I couldn't watch it. I was like, it is what it is. Next thing I know, I have a ESPN notification. So I looked at it, said, OU4, take Tennessee. I was like, what the hell? So I had to turn the TV back on, rewind it on ESPN. Dude, why do you pitch to Ella Parker, man?
That didn't make no sense.
You know she's been hot the whole game. What's going on, seatbelt? She's been hot the whole game. My God, greatness. And I am speechless. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I told you there was two teams that I worry about. It was Tennessee and Florida. That's it. We live rent free in Texas here, so I don't worry about Texas.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but Texas played pretty good today.
Yeah, they did.
So they didn't make no errors, So hey, seatbelt said, "I'm not gonna lie, ain't it? Wish we still had Florida's catcher or Nugent." Well, look, man. At the end of the day, these girls are still young. They still young. I mean, you get better with age. I mean, you get better the more you play. Correct? What's up, Jimmy? What's up? You get better the more you play.
Yeah.
And I kept trying to tell my wife. She was like, "Dad, what's going on, Dad? I mean, Will. I mean, they ain't the same." I said, "Amy, chill. They young." But I mean, dude, but hey, that's clutch. That's clutch.
That's clutch. Not only the clutch, but the person that did it. You made a choice. Yes. You were arrogant enough to make a choice instead of saying, send her to a base and let me pitch to someone else. She wanted to strike her out.
Well, it's coach, man. Sometimes, man, we hold on. Sometimes, man, we overthink things, and what's beating us right in the face, we just overlook it. There was no way in hell I was going to pitch to her. No way. I would rather go for the freshman. Seatbelt. Texas was sick as hell to watch that walk-off to know they got to see us. If I could have been a fly on the wall to see Mike White, man, look, Mike White was probably like, God, I can't avoid this girl.
Well, dude. You know what? Hey, I know. They were probably dancing a jig though, up until that point.
Man, did you see the little Tennessee fan in the stand? He was doing that little dance, and then the two outs, he was dancing, and then hit that home run. Man, you saw his face. He was like,
"Look," he was bewildered. He's like, "What just happened, huh?"
Dude, I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. Is somewhere down the line, I hate to lose him. I really do. JT Gassler gonna get a coaching job somewhere.
Oh, that's zero doubt.
He's gonna get a coaching job somewhere, man, because he just keeps every year he just keeps doing it. He just keeps doing it, and I don't know I don't know what technique he's using, what strategy or what film he's showing these girls, man. But the way they can watch a pitch come in, the next bat up, and change their whole mechanics. That shit is impressive, man. I'm a fan. I love softball, man. It's just my daughter been playing. I love softball, but that's just clutch.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, just that at bat for Ella, because the last time she had faced her, she got struck out.
Yeah.
So from that last bat to that last bat, she was prepared to like, hey, I'm just gonna pass the bat. That's all I'm gonna do. And when she connected, the sound of that bat was so sweet. That was an MLB swing.
Hey, TP got it. That right there, man, was a Tony Gwynn swing.
Yeah, thank you. That's the person.
TP hit it on the head. That's exactly what kind of swing he was. He would always bring it. They say he would come up from Florida and end up in New York with his swing.
Because her swing is so sweet that, wow. That is just the one person that you definitely did. To me, I wouldn't pitch to was her, because her swing is so legit. She has one of those MLB type swings on top of having JT Gasso as a mad scientist.
Seatbelt, I don't think she's going to retire anytime soon, man. She's having too much fun, man. She's what, 64, 65, 63?
She don't know how much longer, but she know that she's ready to give it to 28 for the Olympics. So,
dude, I know.
I'll tell you what,
when she hit that ball, I knew it was gone. Yeah, I knew it was gone, Jimmy. I knew it was gone.
I tell you what, though, or the clutchness of celebrating walks. I hope people understand how important that is. And turning double plays, just all that little stuff to be able to be in range.
Stopping that ball from going down third baseline and then tagging that bag before that girl slid in.
Yep.
That's a game changer right there.
Yeah, that's
a game changer.
Yeah.
But that's awareness of knowing where I gotta be, what I gotta do, and you ain't gotta think about it. It just man, look, we can sit here and talk. ESPN has been showing this every 5-10 minutes. So that lets you know how important women's college softball is. It's up there. But people can sit here and hate all they want to in Oklahoma. These girls are making softball known because everybody's watching to see who's going to beat Oklahoma.
I was just going to say that. Is that
who's going to knock them off? Who's going to? Is anybody? Dude, what's her name? What's the girl name? Mendoza. She said that game right there, she don't think the Tennessee's going to recover from that game.
Yeah, when she said that, I was like, she might have a point to that, though, Coach.
That's a heartbreaking loss. Dude, you did everything right. You did everything right, Bishop. Down to the last bat, down to the last 7th inning. 2 outs, 1 out away from going on to pretty much solidifying yourself in a great spot to go to the championship game. And you give off a home run to get beat. I don't think they can recover from that. Because now, who you gonna pitch now? Your ace pitcher is tired. She threw 140 pitches. No, 125 or 130. I'm sorry, 120. But is she gonna pitch against Florida? And then if she does, is she gonna turn around and pitch against either the winner between Texas and Oklahoma? You got to have more than one ace pitcher.
What that coaching staff did, and hey, shout out to them. They stood on 10 toes down, but they were putting everything into winning this first game.
Yeah.
And when they did that, because I think it's 138, she did 138 pitches. But for her to go the distance and for it to be snatched out like that, that's mentally. I don't know if she can be mentally ready if she had to go tomorrow.
That's going to be in her head. And if she does happen to, let's just say they happen to get it back and got to play Oklahoma again. Let's say Oklahoma gets past Texas. Like I said, it might be Texas time. I wouldn't put it past them. I just can't see it because Texas hasn't proven that they can beat Oklahoma. It just seems like Oklahoma got a chokehold on their ass for somehow, some way. I don't know why, but Texas has the better talent this year, and they still got swept. Now,
you know
maybe
what
I'm
it comes down to.
what?
It comes down to
Head coach.
to belief and
Head
a trust
coach.
in the process. So,
Hey, man. All I can say, man, is Boomer Sooner. I was yelling and screaming right across the house, man.
yeah.
I got all my OU gear on today. I watched the ball game, man, from start to finish, and I was like, damn, man. I guess we got to come to the losers bracket. I'm not gonna say
Hey,
and lie to
bro.
you guys. I'm not gonna say and lie to you. I was saying to myself, we might gotta come to the the losers bracket to win this all because I knew
Hey,
it was over.
hey, for my for the family in the chat and everybody, what dropped in my mind is, man, fire test. Boy, can are they ready for this moment? It's exactly what because I mean, even my stomach was flipping, and I wasn't even playing. I was like, I can feel it. I can feel the tension. Like, man, this is a World Series type of game, and are these ladies ready for it? And I think that Arkansas game opened them up to believe.
Probably so. That I think I don't think they fear Texas. I think they can hit on any of Texas pitchers because they've done it all season. But I think, man, that this is the worst we've batted all season. This is the worst we've batted. We didn't hear anything about from Gabby. We didn't hear anything from Gabby, the sensational freshman. She didn't do nothing tonight.
Yeah.
That pitcher
Right.
was on point. That pitcher, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Everybody keeps saying Naja Kennedy. If we would have got Naja, it was a wrap. But if we would, but if we get her,
Yeah.
dude, she throwing 60, 70, 75, 71, 78. I mean, god damn.
Dude, I tell you what, big salute to all of those girls out there if they're watching. I uh, you guys are the epitome of faith. That was faith, not paying attention to what's going on, but in that moment, they was just, hey, I just need to pass the bat. And so, with that said, man, big kudos to you guys. We are so proud of you guys. And I'll tell you what, today I learned something that sometimes when you ready to go and you know what you're meant to do, hey, trust the process. If nothing else, if you get anything, is those girls trust the process beyond. There was people like us. I was like, Lord, 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 let it be this fire test that we're ready to
Hey,
beat.
my wife put it out there, man, and it shocked me because she said it. She was like, God got his hands on them
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that came out of nowhere. Everything lined up the way it was supposed to. The right person came up at the right time. The right people got on the bat. I mean, just think about it. Everything lined up. Everything lined up the way it was supposed to. So,
yeah.
I'm happy. But
Go ahead.
moving on.
Mhm.
We got some good news today, Bishop, for the podcast, and me and you got and everything, man. We are now at 299 subscribers, man. We are one away from 300,
Awesome.
and we said we wanted to be
Thank
that
you guys.
300 by Friday, and we're
Yeah,
one away. So if you know someone or got somebody that is not subscribed to the channel, and you would like them to be, help them, help us. Help your boys out, Bishop and Coach Rick's out, man, to get that 300. We want to try to get it, man, before tomorrow evening. But as you can, excuse me, as you can see, Monday we came on.
yeah.
Did we come on Tuesday too? Or was it just Monday?
I think it was Monday. I know for sure Monday.
and then we're back on Thursday. So we're back on track. We're trying to do it 2 times. No, we was on Tuesday night before
Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah. You're right.
So we're trying to come on as much as we can, man, because now we're gonna get our content back up, man. We're gonna try to get back into the hang of things, man. Getting on at least twice a week to read some of these emails, man, and also drop some of this content. The content I got tonight, man, somebody brought to my attention. Someone sent me a video from another podcaster, man. Oh, we just hit it. Mary Loft, subscribe to the channel. We are right at 300. I appreciate that, Mary Loft. I appreciate that. We are officially 300 deep in the podcast and everything, man. I really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate
the only way this podcast goes is because you guys. So we appreciate.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna always say it. I'm always blessed. I'm always humbled. I'm always gonna be 10 toes down and show favoritism, man, and show greatness and admiration for people that come on the podcast, man, and rock with us. Entertain, comments, debate. We can disagree or agree, but we're gonna always be fair. We're gonna always be compassionate on this show, man, because I love to talk about sports. Doesn't matter what it is. But I just said something. I saw something that someone said about losing to Alabama. So let me get back to that. Here it is, sharpshooter. Bishop, y'all ready to take that L against Alabama this year? As the title of this podcast goes, does Oklahoma have the best defense in the SEC?
For sure. And I didn't stutter. For sure.
Well, there was a famous guy on TV today that was giving his top 5 defensive line in the SEC. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He was online today giving, and we're going to play the video here in a few minutes.
Okay.
So people can see who he had. He had Tennessee, number 5. He had Alabama, number 4. He had Georgia, number 3. He had Texas, number 2. And then he said, number 1 ain't even close. He said it's Oklahoma. Now, this is a SEC guy. It ain't got nothing to do with no Big 12. No. This is a SEC guy that's saying this. So when we jump on this podcast here, I'm going to show this little clip here in a few minutes. But yes, Coach. They're going to have her pitch tomorrow and Saturday. Dude, if they have her pitch tomorrow and Saturday, whoever she come up against Saturday, they're going to smack the hell out of her balls because she ain't going to have no juice.
Yeah.
Sooner Cowboys said, I thought it was over. Never going to learn that OU softball just has that clutchness.
Yeah. I hear you, Cowboy. I hear you loud and clear. Because you weren't the only one. There was a whole lot of people that was like, wow, do we have what it takes? But we shouldn't. I think what it taught us today is that these girls, they just believe. And they don't care what the situation looks like. They're willing to stay 10 toes down, whatever it is, to that last out.
Yeah. Man, look, I can't even. I'm trying to go back, man, and pinpoint when the game changed. And as the commentator said, you can't count these girls out until you get that final out.
Yeah.
And man, so Bishop, while we doing this, I'm gonna find that clip.
Okay, then. Yeah, big salute, Ryman Lemon. I see you.
Hey, Lemon, man. Hey, prayers to you too as well, man. I didn't read all of it, but he was saying something. Let me go back to what Lemon was saying. Normally, I would do my best to give everyone a smile. Today's been rough, tough. Prayers and blessings to you all. I'm good, just tired. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Hit that like button, subscribe, salute. Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man.
We appreciate you, Ryman Lemon. On the real,
some rest, big dog. Get you some rest.
You do a lot behind the scenes. We just want to give you your flowers. Big salute.
Yeah. So let me see who this was. This guy was. Let me pull it up right quick. It's Cube. It's the Cube Show. Oh, we got another subscriber. Hey man, y'all keep it going, man. Y'all making me smile today, man. I just love all the support, man. Like I said, we just try to do the best we can. Get on here, man. We don't try to do anything crazy. We just try to get on here, man, and give you guys good content. Try to be open and honest. Try to be subjective. Try to be, you're not going to always agree with what I agree with. I won't always agree with you agree with, but we can agree to disagree and vice versa. All right. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna try to find it on my podcast. Hold on. Let me bear with me right quick. I'm gonna try to pull it up. Cube show. Pull it up, and we're gonna go about what he said. All right. I'm gonna bring this up. Hold on. I'm trying to hold on. I'm gonna try to get it. Just bear with me.
I got
Here
you.
we go. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to bring this in. So let me share this right quick so you guys can hear it from the horse's mouth. So y'all won't think that I'm making stuff up. This is what this gentleman said on his podcast. All right, check it out.
The easiest team for this list to select was number one, and it's Oklahoma. And folks, it ain't even close. I'm just going to be honest with you. This was not a debate with Texas. This was not a debate with Georgia. This was not a debate with Florida in my head. Oklahoma by far has the best defensive line in the SEC, and it is by a landslide. I mean, they literally have a 40-yard head start on everybody else. The defensive tackle depth is off the freaking charts for this group. We saw Jaden Jackson play meaningful snaps last year. Dominic Williams, the TCU transfer, played meaningful snaps last year. David Stone was supposed to be that guy when he came in and be dominant, but guess what? Grayson Halton came in, and all of a sudden he was that guy. Jaden Jackson also was that guy. Now you've got Marvin Jones Jr. coming in out of Florida State and Georgia that gives you an intriguing body type that I don't know exactly how they're going to use, because he, to me, is more of a 4-down defensive end in a bigger package. But could you use him in some 3-down stuff occasionally? I think you probably could. And the fact that Brent Venables is going to go back and call the defense, I think he probably has an idea how he wants to use him. And we've seen him use a lot of the 4-down D end body types when he was at Clemson. So it's not like I don't think they're going to get him on the field. He just might be a little different than what they've had the last couple of seasons. Well, so you got Halson, Williams, Jackson, Stone, all inside, all that can play, all that have ability. You get a bigger body in Marvin Jones that can maybe hold up a little bit better off the edge, and you add R. Mason Thomas, who had 12.5 tackles for loss, 9 sacks last year, off the edge with legitimate twitch, legitimate speed. And don't forget, 34 Adebawore, he was supposed to be the guy that blew up last year coming out of spring and just hasn't found his way yet. There are a lot of guys on this defense that I think can be problematic. Danny Okoye is somebody who they liked last year that maybe can also contribute.
Yep.
But when you offer 4 defensive tackles that have played in this league and played well in this league, held up not only at the point of attack, taking on double teams, but also been disruptive, also showed me pass rush ability, and you add a guy with 9 sacks on the edge back to that, and then on top of that, you bring in Marvin Jones, who has flashed absurdly in his career, you've got the number 1 defensive line in the SEC. They're also going to allow, I'll say this, part of this is what this group's going to be allowed to do. They're not just going to sit there and wait on you. They're going to attack. They're going to attack north and south. They're going to attack east and west. They're going to attack around one another. They're going to attack one way. They're all going to go the different way. They will give you reasons to struggle with them outside of their athletic ability, their technique, their fundamentals, their hands, their weight, any of that. So on top.
Hey, Bishop. We're gonna go back to this. We're gonna go back to this. When he said that they're going to cause havoc, that's a great sign when you have 6 or 7 new quarterbacks that OU is going to be facing.
Yeah.
And when you're not used to the overall morale of how to handle an offense, when things break down, when there's a lot of chaos, that's a disaster for you when you are a young quarterback and you get happy feet. Now, we can sit here and say all about Jackson Arnold all we want to. Great 5-star player. We all know that he had tappy toes and happy feet. When you do that, bad things happen. And now you're playing a great defense that's been in this defense for 3 or 4 years. It's going to get a little crazy for some of these young quarterbacks when they see different formations that they've never seen before.
Right.
So let's finish this up and then we'll get off of it and everything. I'm gonna finish what you
Top of
guys
that,
say.
now you're going to take all that ability we discussed, all the quickness, all the twitch, all the arm length, and you're going to allow that to be put on display on a more regular basis because of the freedom that you give that group. It wasn't a difficult spot for me. It was very easy for me to choose Oklahoma, the number 1 defensive line in the Southeastern Conference as of today, heading into 2025. So there you go. Top 5, kind of 6 defensive lines coming back in the SEC. Now, were there a couple others that we looked at? Like I mentioned, LSU. Yeah, I think there's an opportunity there for them to be pretty good. Obviously, you're going to need some guys to stay healthy. Obviously, you're going to need some guys to come back and be solid players. I think Ole Miss just lost too much for me. Keldrick Falk and Auburn have a chance to be better.
All right. We're going to go off that and everything. So, Bishop, what do you think? You think he's telling the truth? Is he on point?
Oh, but put it like this. He only touched the tip of the iceberg. If he would see who's behind him and what we know, competitive depth is definitely reigning true on our offense, on our defensive side. So, he mentioned Okoye, PJ, Nigel Smith. You got Gilmore.
Yep.
Just think about it. The more we keep going down the depth, there's no weakness. They all bring something to the table. And when you have that type of depth, you can constantly keep the pressure on and without any let up.
You know why you don't see no weakness? They too damn scared to lose a spot.
Facts.
Because if you come in there one day and you don't have your A game, you're definitely going to lose your spot to some of these up and coming freshmen and some of these newcomers that came in and busted their butt in the weight room, nutrition, classroom, out of the classroom, and now they come in and they get an opportunity to do something special. They're going to bust their butt, and this is why I like this class, because there's no more excuses.
Yeah.
Everything is in front of you right now. You have no more excuses.
Well, I will say this. I'm looking forward to this year. I was talking with some people from Michigan, and shout out Amazing Blue. They're looking forward to come down here, but I told them, hey, both of us hang our hat on defense. It predicated on now our offense making sure they can solidify and make sure they hit the ground running, which we know there's the potential of, but once we see it in action, then we'll know better. But I with this gentleman doing the research he did, the key is he looked at all the top teams. And the one thing, if you're going to be a top defense, you have to have depth, and not just some type of depth. You got to have depth to where it seems like you'll put a choke on people, because you can constantly keep bringing people in.
The question I want to ask you now is, does it get to the point to where fans are now like, maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year that we finally get over that hump.
I would say this, just like the softball girls, this team has the potential, as long as they don't pay attention to the outside noise and go one game at a time, one play at a time. As long as they do that, we have the opportunity to do so. It's just predicated on what do we choose to do each and every playing game?
Well, regardless of if we still have, regardless of the talk and the hoopla, you still got to play the game. You still got to
Yeah.
play the game.
Yeah.
But I think and everything, man, that they're mature enough to know that we ain't got to read those articles.
Yeah.
We're 10 toes down.
Exactly.
We're focused. We're focused. We're laser focused. We need to make sure that we do everything the way we're supposed to do it. Make sure the I's are dotted, T's are crossed. Make sure everything is legit. I think this is going to be the year that we all sit back and say, damn, that's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I got a lot of buddies, man. I'm gonna go and call them out. I got some buddies in my job, man, and they are OU haters, big time, and they let me know it. Oh man, y'all thought y'all gonna come in the SEC and do this? Hey man, it takes some time to walk into a whole new conference and start running it. We just want to build and build and build and build and get to the point to where now, look at it. Who would have thought that Oklahoma would have the #1 defensive line in the SEC? That wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen when Lincoln was here.
Right.
It wouldn't have happened and everything, with what's his name? Alex Grinch defense.
Oh.
So Brent Venables came in here and brought everything he needed to succeed in the SEC, because I'm gonna tell you, Clemson gave Alabama hell every time they played them. And that's when the great Nick Saban was at his best. Clemson was still in that ass. So Brent Venables knows what it takes. We just got to give him the time to do it, man. And I keep hate hearing this. He has to win this year. He has to win. I just felt he has to do better than he did last year. It has to be something like 9, 10 wins. You get 9, 10 wins, you're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Here's what I would let people know is that after this last year of being able to have to go through that season and find out where you need to make the necessary jumps, I would really tell people this is brewing to be a special year, as long as these young men, which I know they're totally bought in, as long as they do the work in the laboratory, there's no doubt the potential they have. And understand we're going to shock some folks, and some receipts going to be coming due. So with that said, hey, we just can't wait for the first game to come on so we can get those jitters out and let's start this path.
Scott says, "Hey, Coach, how are y'all doing tonight?" Hey, man, I'm doing real good now.
What's good?
I'm doing real good right now, man. I'm one, excited because the OU girls won. 2, I'm happy because me and Bishop finally broke that threshold of the 300 subscribers. We are well on our way to now. The next goal is 400. We're on our way. I want to be on our way, man, to where me and Bishop can start just giving out merchandise and everything, man, from us, because I do got something in the works with me and Bishop. He don't know about it, but I'm doing something behind the scene to get me and him a little bit more publicized and everything on the podcast. I got someone that's doing us a video, an intro to our new show. So I got some things being worked in the background, man. But like I said, I'm all about showing loyalty and showing respect, man, to those who come on this show, man, and rock with me. So you are a major part of that. So we're just gonna keep it going.
Absolutely.
But Scott, I'm in a good mood, man. I'm in a real good mood, man. I'm happy because the girls pulled off a miraculous win. A miraculous win. I'm as you can see, it's on right now, man. They got it. Every 5 minutes is playing. I got the TV on here, man, watching Texas Tech and everything, man. Look, that's gonna be a tough game. Whoever faces Texas Tech, if you can hit off Najee Kennedy and everything, man, you'll beat them. But right now, man, nobody that rise ball she got, man, it's whipping everybody's ass.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. But other than that, gonna get on some of this defenses and everything, man. I also had a gentleman text me today and ask me, what is the realization that Oklahoma goes 10-2? I told him that percentage wise, I would think 60%, between 60 and 80%, Oklahoma goes 10-2. And that's just from me. I really believe that, man. I've watched a lot of video. I don't brag about it, but I watch a lot of video, man, with John Mateer and Arbuckle. And we can sit here and say it was weaker competition. I don't care. Execution was there. Play calling was there. They never had a defense. Even Arbuckle said it. We've never had a defense that could keep us in the ball game to allow the offense to go out there and just have fun. He didn't say score points. He said have fun. When a coach tell you he'd rather have fun than score points, you already know he's going to put points on your ass. He's going to do it. Yeah. So, hey, it is what it is. Suffolk said the best part of the OU win today was all the Tennessee fans. And, oh, man, look, I'm telling you, they were going crazy saying it's over before the walk-off. No, dude, they were showing it on ESPN. The dude that was over there dancing, doing a little thing, and then that home run came, and he was like, couldn't say nothing.
He couldn't, man. And, I think for the most part, they just assumed they had it in the bag.
Yeah. Hey, man, we can sit here and say all the things we want to say. That is, honest to God, Sooner Magic. That's what Sooner Magic is.
I now think you guys understand what fire test really means. That is a fire test. It was coming down to where people were starting to I don't know, we might need to, like you said yourself, we might have to come through the losers bracket. Well, see, that is a true fire test. And they talk about the fourth man in the fire. Good night.
It was like this. Everybody kept saying, well, maybe they're going to have to come out of the loser bracket. God said, no. No. Not tonight.
Wow.
Home run. Dude, I just smiled, man, because like I said, it happened at the right moment, man. But I ain't gonna lie. I felt bad for Tennessee, man. I really did. They played their butts off, man. They played their butts off. But now, here's the thing: can they do it again? Is there anything else left in the tank?
Well, I will say this: big kudos to Pickens. She is a bona fide X factor. She literally is going to be something that the game. Now they got a professional league that is backed by the MLB, is going to be something special. And for Parker, do you realize Parker went deep center field, not off to the side, deep center field off of Pickens?
Well, Bishop, when you're throwing the ball 70-something miles per hour and you connect, it's gone. It's gone.
Miss Parker, you have a MLB Tony Gwynn swing. 0
Dude, she got a beautiful swing, man. She got a beautiful swing.
It's the type of swing to where literally, I'm glad that person said Tony Gwynn. It's an MLB. I call it an MLB because it's so short and sweet to contact. And just when she brings it through the carriage, it gets there so quickly that, man, when she's on, there's not many that can beat her. Well, and they had some battles today. Them two had some battles today, literally.
Well, that's good because I think and everything, man, it needed to be that way.
Yeah.
It needed to be that way. And for those of you guys, hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me pause this. For those of y'all who didn't see how everything ended, we're just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go ahead and show you guys. We're just gonna go ahead and show you guys. Hold on, let me get back to it. Let me pause it.
Sooner softball.
Yes, sir.
4.
Yes. Oh, I got it. I mean,
4.
Let me
get
over here. Here it is right here. Let me go ahead and show you guys what took place in case some of you are living up under a rock. And we gotta share this. Let's go ahead and show this.
3 of the last 4 innings, leadoff walks, Pickens, Parker, the battle for the last out of the game. Outfield, that's Fiedler in center with Boots on the warning track. All in 1.
2 outs.
They know that was way too high for a strike, but hey, we let it go.
Look at that. Dude, look at how Tennessee is. Like, damn. The pitcher can't even lead a circle, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad for it, man, because she pitched her butt off.
Yeah, I just appreciate how she battled.
There he is. He was dancing just a few minutes ago, man.
I know he was.
Tears of joy for Parker as Tennessee chooses to pitch to her instead of walking her on base to throw to the freshman, Nellie Mack. And Parker delivers.
Wow.
Even after the home run in the first inning that Parker hit, Pickens wanted to throw to her. She wanted the challenge.
Damn,
Parker
bro.
gets out
Hey,
there now.
sometimes, man, hey.
But this one.
Big salute. Man, if nothing else, those girls have stood on their faith the entire year when people were doubting them and they were, they lost 3 series, but yet they found a way to win the SEC. And then they went into league play and hey, they came back on Arkansas when they were down 6-1.
Yeah.
So it's just sometimes you have to tip your hat because they have the right mindset and attitude and they won't be denied. You have to understand that when your fire test comes, if you truly sell out, there's a 4th man making sure he's standing right there with you as you go through it.
Bishop, here's a question.
Go ahead.
If they win this year, who's gonna stop them next year?
Come on, bro. And we got pitchers coming in. We got
four of the top pitchers coming in next year. But we have the number 1, the number 2, the number 3, the number 4, number 5 player in the country coming here. That's never been done before. Never been done. So now you're saying I want to go play for Patty. It's not about I want to go to my own team and be my own star. I don't mind coming and play with the best because I want to play for the best.
Yeah. And TP was just saying, you don't feel bad. I ain't mad at you.
Man, when they won in Norman, but you know who that was? That was the catcher.
Yeah.
Was it a Nugent?
Yeah, Nugent. Yeah.
She led that cheer because it was her homecoming party for OU, and she wanted to beat them. So she led that cheer. Well, that old saying, payback's a bitch. And it's best served cold. That hurt. That hurt all the Tennessee fans, man. Like I said, regardless of what we say right now, man, that's gonna be hard to come back from. That really is. That's gonna be hard to come back from, man.
But big salute. Hey, I will say this is that defense wins championships, but clutchness snaps it from the jaws of defeat.
Sooner for Life said Cole Kubelik, who is a former SEC athlete and current ESPN sport college football analyst, on his podcast yesterday, he said Oklahoma has the best defense in the entire country, hands down. Yep, we just played it earlier.
Yeah, we got you. Appreciate you for confirming it, though. Hey, and it's not none of us. It was him. That was his own podcast, and he said it. So now we just got to prove him right. We don't need to prove anybody wrong. We just got to prove them right.
Sooner in Texas says, I hear the next matchup is Patty versus her little girl, Mike White. Hey, guys, hold on. Slow your horses, okay? You know, sometimes after a tremendous victory, sometimes we get too complacent and something bad happens. Now, let's not overlook Texas still. Let's not overlook them. I'm the devil's advocate. Don't overlook them. I know, Bishop. I gotta play the mind game. Reverse psychology.
I ain't mad at you.
Reverse psychology. Don't overlook Texas, man. They dangerous. They dangerous. You got to show up and play your best. Texas is very dangerous. Let's go in there and do our job, man. Mike White is the best coach I've ever seen in my life. You got to go. Hey, I got to put it out there, man. Let's not walk in there thinking that Texas is just gonna roll over and play dead. So,
all right,
just so you know, Mike White is the best. Mike White is so far ahead of Patty, it's ridiculous. So, hey, Coach Ricks and Bishop, OU straight broke Tennessee spirit. You know.
Yeah. Now that's the truth. That's why, like I said, they got to play tomorrow. If she's pitching tomorrow, man, to get her up, they're gonna have to find a way to get her back in the right mind frame. Because
who won the series between Tennessee and Florida? Let me see.
I thought Tennessee beat them because they beat us and them.
Okay. I don't know. Let me check. If anybody knows, man, put it in the chat for me. Who won the series and everything?
Florida and Tennessee. Anybody know who won the series of Florida and Tennessee? For some reason in my mind, I'm thinking that Tennessee got Florida, but I'm not quite sure.
Here it is: Tennessee and Florida D1. Softball. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, here it is. Softball. All right. It seems you're right.
Yeah.
Tennessee got him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe it's Florida's turn now.
All I know is the type of game that Tennessee put everything into beating Oklahoma.
Yeah, they did. They put everything. They put 2 left feet, 2 right feet. You know, left booty cheek, right booty cheek. They put everything in it.
Yeah.
And stirred it up. And like I said, man, Tennessee came with a great game plan. Game plan. I'm gonna throw hard and fast all day.
Yeah.
So sooner Cowboys said OU owes Texas, Mizzou, South Carolina, Tennessee, LSU a good ass whooping. Well, I know Mizzou gonna take one. I know Tennessee gonna take one. I know South Carolina gonna take one. Man, look, at the end of the day, we can sit here and joke all we want to. I think we're going to beat Texas, but you gotta just that game right there is always a pick 'em.
Well, look, I don't know about you, but after the type of showing we showed this last year, that game is circled for me, me personally, because the type of showing we showed this last year, we gave it to them.
Yeah. Hey,
We
TP,
gave it to them.
I had to build it up, man. My bad, TP. I know I went a little bit too far about the
Hey,
Mike White thing.
hey, he over here, and I'm over here. Okay, I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him fire off. But all I got to say is all the receipts will be coming due.
We're gonna
And
whoop Texas. We're gonna whoop Texas ass tomorrow. I don't care. We're gonna whoop Texas ass Saturday. We're gonna bring the baby. We're gonna bring the baby powder out, spank it on their butt, and spank them.
yeah.
Yeah, I said it.
So if Oklahoma beats Texas, then they go on to the World Series, right? That'll be it.
No. If they
They
beat
got
Texas, they are in the driver's seat. They will wait and play whoever comes out of the winner's bracket. I mean, out of the loser's bracket. So whoever wins this game Saturday is
in the driver's seat.
is in the driver's seat going to the Women's College World Series Championship.
Gotcha.
So let's say that Oklahoma wins tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They'll play the winner out of the losers bracket, which will be first. It's going to be Florida playing Tennessee. The winner of that game will play the loser of Tennessee. Excuse me, will play the loser of Oklahoma and Texas. Then the winner of that game plays Oklahoma again, and they have to beat Oklahoma 2 times. If Oklahoma wins one more, they're in the championship game. So OU got to win 2 more games and they're in the championship game.
Okay, 2 more games. Okay, got you.
2 more games.
Yeah. Okay,
They win 2 more. They're going to the World Series.
On the year that everybody's like, nope, Oklahoma that's going to be picked to be 6th in the conference. What the softball was picked to be, because they had so many freshmen.
Look, man, we sit here and make fun of that shit, man. But at the end of the day, Patty Gasso is the GOAT. The GOAT. Let's say that Nick Saban left SEC and went to the Big Ten. He will become the best coach in the Big Ten. Let's say Nick Saban leaves the SEC and goes to the ACC. He will be the best coach in the ACC. Let's say he leaves and goes to the Big 12. He will be the best coach in the Big 12. It don't matter where she goes. She's the GOAT. You can put her ass on the moon. She the GOAT.
Hey,
bad. She the GOAT.
She is the true X factor, and that coaching staff. They got more to do, but up until this point, they have proved why they're worth that new stadium and the statue.
But here's the thing, Bishop. If once they win, you know how bad it's going to be next year. That everyone's going to want to come play for them. Everyone.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like Texas Tech is up 1-0 on Ole Miss.
Yeah. But I will say this for all our people for the football season that's coming up. I feel that we're in the best position because we realize that we have no more excuses after the year we just went through. Everybody should be understanding there's no more being okay to not bring your best and allow certain things to creep in. We know what we got set before us, and we know that now they have said what I've been saying all along. We got the number 1 toughest schedule in the NCAA, and that means you go 9-3 or above, and you have a greater chance of being in the playoffs because of the strength of schedule.
Okay. Hey, I'd rather be built for the CFP than get an easy schedule and get to the CFP and get stomped.
Yeah.
I think that Oklahoma has a great schedule and everything that will prepare them for whoever they face in the CFP if they do make it.
I.e., the softball girls league play.
Everyone thought that Texas and Oklahoma would come into the SEC and bow down.
Yeah.
Everyone thought that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, man. Everyone thought that. Patty is just different.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's good.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what he said. He said Oklahoma had the #1 defensive line. Defensive line. He said defensive line in the SEC, and he said it's not even close. So not #1 defense. He said defensive line. So I want to make sure that we got that correct. He said defensive line.
Yeah, he said defensive line, but we also know what we got on the back end.
You got too many. You got too many guys, Bishop. Man, I mean, at the end of the day, we've always heard about how great the defensive line is in the SEC. I'm happy to say, and it thrills for me to say this, that Oklahoma has the best defensive line in the SEC.
All I want to do now is let's hurry up and get to the season, because I'm ready to see our #1 defensive line against everybody else.
I'll play it for you again, sooner for life. I'll get it for you, but you said you got to rewatch it. I'll get it for you.
Yeah,
because I don't want you to feel lost and everything, man. Because he said defensive line.
Yeah, right. He did. And just think about we ain't even talk about our edges. You got Tyler. You got Okoye, RMT. You got Dobie and Kenya Daniels out of that one. Yeah. Dude, we got, and see, the thing is when we do go do that eagle front with the 3 down linemen, you can have Dobie and Daniels on the field, and now they got to wonder who's about to come.
Yeah. Here it is, Bishop. I got it for him.
Okay.
No, you good. You good. I'm gonna make sure that I get it for him and everything, man. Because I don't mind. Because I want to hear it too, man. Because like I said, I don't want nobody to feel like they didn't get the right information. All right.
Hell, once again, I don't know what that's going to be like, but I know they got guys that they think they might be able to lean on for a couple snaps a game. We'll see how it plays out. Right now, Texas at 2. The easiest team for this list to select was #1. It's Oklahoma. It ain't even close. I'm just going to be honest with you. This was not a debate with Texas. This was not a debate with Georgia. This was not a debate with Florida in my head. Oklahoma by far has the best defensive line in the SEC, and it is by a landslide. I mean, they literally have a 40-yard head start on everybody else. The defensive tackle depth is off the freaking charts for this group. We saw Jaden Jackson play meaningful snaps last year. Dominic Williams, the TCU transfer, played.
Here we go. All right, so we got it.
Yeah.
So defensive line. So
yeah,
and it might lead to the best defense. I'm not pushing for that. I just want you to be productive. Hold on. Facts, seatbelt. The fact ESPN hasn't have our girls in SB is a crime. There's no way you go a 4-peat and you can't get an SB. No freaking way.
That's my brother. Seatbelt, spit your fire.
No, seatbelt. I'm on board with you on that one, seatbelt. I will advocate for that in a heartbeat. They should have won when they 3-peated. They should have won when they 4-peated. If they win this year and they don't win it, I'm going to boycott the ESPYs. This is all there is to it. That's insane. There's no team that has ever done that.
Hey, and let me add something. With a brand new lineup, 5P, those girls are already gone, and she got a brand new lineup and only got two to the three pieces from that group that was starting last year, or that was in the rotation, I should say, and has built that team around and brought them up to such a manner that right now they're playing the best softball of anyone in the tournament.
Yeah. Well, back on the softball, Bishop, the same way I feel about Tennessee, I feel about Texas Tech.
Yeah.
How much are they going to try to use Kennedy?
Well, we seen this movie before. It's just she was a Cardinal at that time, and but this time though, what they allowed her to do is she also hits, and she's a real good hitter. So, but the thing is what everybody's learning. Even though you have an ace, you got to put runners around them. You got to be able to come through when it's necessary, because like I'm pretty sure that Tennessee thought 3-1 going into the seventh, and you got 2 outs on us was good enough to win the game.
Hey, Sona Cowboy, Texas is going to be pretty good. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, but they're going to put speed guys on the defensive side. They're not going to put big boys. They're going to try to use athleticism. They're going to try to use athleticism to get their defense better. Well, we've seen that Speed D movie before as well. When you got those 240-pound defensive ends going up against those 330-pound defensive tackles, offensive linemen, and left guard and left tackle, it don't look too good when they run that ball right at your ass. So we can sit here and say all this that we want to say and everything, man. But 320 moving 240, that happens all day.
And shout out to the recruiting people. Bates, man, you putting in work. Your gumbo is straight fire. That kid, David Harris, 6'4", 290.
Oh yeah,
in Florida, playing DN the field side. That means the field side, he's got to cover all the way from one half all the way to the sideline. For them to put him on that, do you know what type of speed you have to have at 6'4", 290? Oh, I don't know who found that joker, but thank you.
Yeah. Hey, what we just said, Bishop, is coming true. Najee Kennedy is getting tired. They got 1 out and they got 2 bases on with 2 direct hits back to back.
Yeah. Well,
I said, we've seen that movie before. And like I said, they need another pitcher other than just Najee Kennedy. She can't do it all by herself.
Well, she's gonna try to do it, but here's what the main thing is. Now that you got to the elite of the elite, you got to have a greater gumbo mix. And if you have that type of people, you got to have a supporting cast, or you got to put enough runs on to where she can do that. So
hey, Mariloff, you're right. Speed does kill, but if you're running right at speed with weight, mass is bigger than speed. I'm just keeping it real with you.
I'm just saying this: all receipts will come due. That's all I got to say.
She got 7 strikeouts, man. Like I said, she's gonna have to do something special, man.
Yeah,
Najee Kennedy trying to do something special.
I'm pretty sure they got some other pitchers, but they're so dependent on her. That means you got to put they like Tennessee. You got to put everything in this one to win this one so that you can use her again on a Saturday. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, Oklahoma's going for that pitcher that just left LSU. They're going for her.
Yeah, I know. That's my understanding in the streets. I don't,
They're going for her. But I think Patty's going to go what she did last year. I think she's going to try to go get 4 or 5 pitchers because you got everybody else. You're losing a first baseman, but you can replace a first baseman in Sanders. You can replace Sanders.
Yeah.
All right. You can replace Sam in the pitcher. You can replace her. Who else you replacing? It's like 2 more. It's 2 more on the bench. But anyway, you're pretty much your core team is there, and you're surrounding them with 5 of the best players coming in the class, and then you're allowed to go out there and get 2 or 3 out of the portal.
And then Hicks looks good that she's ready to take over from Emory. No, Emory's going to still be here.
Emory's still going to be there.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe Hicks be ready to challenge her.
Yeah,
but we need a catcher that can catch and hit. So,
yeah.
But hey, for right now, hey, Emory is what we need for right now. And I just know this: I ain't messing with the formula. Ain't nothing wrong with that formula.
No, nothing wrong with that formula. Well, hey, we've been going an hour strong. I promised my wife and everything, man, that I would probably do an hour with Bishop, and that'd probably be it. So I want to keep that promise. But thank you guys, man, for rocking with us, man. Thank you, honestly, man, for the 302 subscribers that we have. And I'm blessed, man, for that, man. Is because it's been a long time, man, since doing the trials and tribulations of what happened a few months ago with the podcast almost coming to an end, and now here we are at 302, moving forward. I'm just blessed, man, and like I said, man, I have a great co-host on the show, man, to come in here with me all the time. So
thank you for that having me, for real.
We're just gonna keep it going, man. Keep it going, man. So until we're gonna go back on here, man, probably Saturday after the ball game, after the Texas ball game, man, we're gonna get back on here that night. Anything else you want to share, Bishop, before we go?
Boomer.
All right, everyone, man. Y'all have a wonderful night, man. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you guys Saturday, probably 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, man. Until then.
What time is the game? Do we play in the day?
Let me see. I can see right quick. Hold on. Oh, yeah. OKC, man. My Thunder and everything, man. In the NBA Finals.
Oh, yeah. Hey, big salute to my to the Thunder up, baby. Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Hey, you ain't get lost in the shuffle.
Those few years, everybody kept talking about that you got all those number 1, all those draft picks, and they're not gonna mean anything. Those young draft picks get better every single year. Now you're in the finals. Yeah,
big salute. And hey, don't be comfortable with that. Let's go ahead and finish unfinished business. Go ahead and Thunder up.
No, man, it's gonna be a good game, man. It's gonna be a real good game. That game, man, Saturday is at 2 p.m.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then we'll probably be on 6 my time.
Yeah, 6 your time and everything, man. So yeah, it's 3 p.m. 3 p.m. I'm sorry.
Okay.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Central.
I think so. I think so.
Oklahoma City. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, you have a good one, man, and I will see you, man, Saturday. Until then, man, you guys have a wonderful night. I'm let y'all see my face and everything before I go. Boomer Sooner. I'm gonna go ahead and watch this ball game, man, and watch some more of these great sports. Until then, y'all have a wonderful night, man. Peace out. Coach Rick's out.
I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Only making good, my money